I guess, and did all the right stuff for him. But yeah, it's a pretty amazing area.
Wow. Definitely sounds it. I know that every time I'm driving through Connecticut on 15 or what is it, 89? 89?
All the walls, right?
Oh, the walls. I'm constantly like, there's nowhere, well, there was nowhere to stop. 15, now that they've cleared a good portion of the woods, it's like, I want to go, John, just stop the car and let me out. You can come back for me in a few hours.
Yeah, I think they stated somewhere that Connecticut has it's like almost like a world record of the most stone walls in any state, or whatever heck it is. But it's incredible. Like 84 too, all down 84. It's nothing but stone
84,
walls. It's
not
crazy.
89. 84.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yep. I'm glad when I drive through in like the summer, you can't see them, so I'm not like
exactly. Yeah, the fall's the worst time because you break your neck.
Yes. Yep.
Drive off the road, hit a tree. Many times. Yeah.
Trying to drop pins in my GPS as I'm going by.
Was that a cellar hole? Was that a cellar hole? Was that a cellar hole? Stop, turn around. Yeah.
I do have to say, a couple times heading down there, you've got the gas stations that are right off. I have stopped because there's 2 gas stations that are right along a stone wall, and I'm like, so do you own the property? And they're like, no, we leased this and that. And I'm like, so would you know who to talk to? And they're like, no. I'm like, oh, well, sorry. I give it a try, though.
Yeah, no, that's always a challenge for sure. I'm with you on that one. I've done the same thing. Because just our luck, we'll go in there, and next thing you know, the cops are called, and we're both going to jail. Yeah, so we can't do that.
Yeah, and they take your detectors, throw you in jail. And then they're like,
it's not worth it.
Yep, you get released, and they're like, yeah, you got to come back in 4 months for, court. No, thank you.
Yeah, over metal detecting. Yeah. And I found a penny. I found a penny and a dime. I got 11 cents, and I'm going to jail. It's awesome.
Oh gosh, that's crazy. That's funny. Oh man.
But true.
Yes. Well, that's why I always ask. Always ask. I don't want to end up in some jail in some state. And
well, hell, if you get busted in Connecticut, you can just call me. I'll come get you.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. No problem.
You're like, but if you're in Connecticut digging, you should have called. Yep.
Right. So Joe. Oh my. So Joe, I know you've got some favorite. So what was your most favorite find that you found when you were over there in the UK?
Ooh,
or do you have a couple?
2 of them. There's
okay,
2.
Tell us about
one of
them.
Actually, there are 2 they lost, and thankfully they found them. I'm getting back. One of them was a Saxon buckle from way back in the day. It was gold gilt all over it. It's so funny because when we're over there, we had 2 archaeologists. One archaeologist, one guy who seemed like he kind of knew, but if you didn't know, he'd make up a great story, he'd make it sound fantastic, and all it was a piece of junk. But he was the funny one. But if it wasn't for them, I think I would say all 12 of us would have thrown so much stuff away that we thought was trash, and we would have left there with nothing. I dug horse tack. I dug this horse tack thing. I picked it up. The archaeologist guy was right next to me. It rang a 95. I thought I had some kind of silver. I dig this thing out of the ground. I'm looking at it. Where I'm from, it's horse tack. What do we do with horse tack? It's horse tack. Put it in the junk pile. That's it. We're done for the day. So I dug this thing, and he come up to me. He's like, "What do you got, mate?" And I'm like, "It's horse tack." And I hand it to him, and his eyes look out like ping pong balls. And I'm like, he's like, "Do you know what this is?" I'm like, "Yeah." It's horse tack. It's garbage. It's junk. He's like, "No." So what it was a knight's family crest shield badge off a saddle from like 1400s.
Oh.
Yeah, Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that's kind of what I said afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have went right to the garbage. I'm telling you, it would have been gone to the garbage. Yep.
It's a good thing that they do end up going, all right, trash pile and going through it because, there are certain things that might come up that you have no idea are really something, I guess.
Yeah, well, we had a trash bag or a trash box. Every night we came home, we dumped stuff into this cardboard box, and at night the two of them would sit on the stairs and just go through it because they just knew that there'd be stuff that we're throwing away that thinks it's garbage, and it's like, medieval crap. Oh, it's crazy stuff. Yeah, so that's probably about the most one that's... And actually, I'm really disappointed, too, because I got stuff back, and I was hoping for more descriptive stuff. I dug this... it was probably 4 inches round. It was lead. And I touched it, and it just started flaking. But if you looked at it, there was Roman writing on it and Roman figurines on one side of it. So I handed it to the archaeologist, and he got all excited, like, "Oh my God, I've never seen this before. I think it's a Roman token." I mean, I get it back from them, and it says lid, L-I-D. That's all it says. I don't know what the hell it is.
What?
But it's got Roman writing and figurines and all kinds of stuff on it. So I don't know. I don't know. I was like, thought I hit the gold mine on that one, but lid. Okay. Found a lid from maybe like 200 AD. I don't know.
The original pop.
Yeah, lid.
Yeah. That's too funny.
Teresa said it's more than the lid. Yeah, it's definitely more than the lid. I know that, but I don't know what it is. If they don't know what the museum or the archaeologists don't know what it is, then I will never know what it is.
Yeah, that's...
But it's cool. I don't pick it up because it just flakes. It flakes and just crumbles in my hand. So,
I don't know. I mean, you might want to check with some other restoration people, but I know when it comes to things like that, a lot of people use like a watered down Elmer's glue to kind of coat it with to keep the item together.
Yeah, but it's so dirty. Like, it still has dirt. We didn't clean anything. They take it like it is. So even if I was to do that, I'm just going to coat it with the dirt on it, and then you won't really be able to see anything. So I don't know what it's going to take to clean that thing off, if I even can. You know, one day I'll take a picture of it, send it to you. You can look at it and make a choice, decision on your own. But it's very cool. Everybody's like, "Wow, what the hell is that thing?" Archaeologists say, "Oh my God, what the hell is that thing?" And nobody knows what the hell that thing is. Of course, I find something that nobody knows what it is.
It's usually how it goes.
Yep.
It's exciting, though. It's exciting. You find something that isn't identifiable is actually pretty neat. But crazy, obviously the museum documented it. So any more that are ever found, they can kind of put it together and whatnot.
Yeah, that's a good point. Very good point. So yeah, those are probably the two most exciting finds I found over there. I mean, I dug, a lot of coins, a couple of hammered silvers, nothing gold, but a lot of the artifact stuff was the stuff that stood out to me more than anything else, especially those two pieces.
Yeah. Well, there's something about the relics because of just how it connects to the history. I know people go over there and find the hammies and stuff all the time, but that's still on my bucket list. So I just got to
the hammies are cool. I mean, a coin is a coin. A hammy is cool, but when you find something that dates back to like 400 AD, it's like you don't even know what to say. Yeah. It's nuts.
And
like I'm holding something in my hand.
Someone say, "Don't throw that away."
Well, even the buckle. When I dug the buckle, I handed it to him like, I don't know what the hell this is. He's like, "You don't know what this is?" I'm like, "No, I'm from the U.S." He's like, "It's a buckle." I'm like, "No kidding, I know that." But then he told me it was a Texan buckle with gold gilt. I'm just like, "Are you kidding me?" He's like, "No, I'm not kidding."
Wow, that's so cool.
And again, I was so bummed. Like, it's just a buckle. Come to find out it's 400 AD buckle. Oh, it's a little more exciting. Okay, all right, we'll put that
way
in my
more
box.
exciting.
Yep.
Yeah.
And with another thing too, I didn't do a lot of filming over there. I don't think a lot of people did because nobody knew what we were filming. Like I couldn't really dig the hole and say, "Oh, look, I found that blah 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 blah." I'm just like, I dug a hole and here it is. What the hell is it?
Yeah. So I kick myself now because I did that a lot, and I didn't film, but because I didn't know what the items were going to be or what they were or whatnot. But then I realized if you film, just film not saying anything, and then or even film just talking, and you could always do a voiceover after, and be like, check this out, you know. It's always cool to document and have it that, you know, that's when you dug it, that's when you had it. And yeah, you can always put words over it or music or something.
I was just reading in chat and someone had said, I hear they throw kgs away over there, and it's true, they do. That's their wheat cents.
Yeah.
I dug 4 or 5 kgs and they kind of looked at me and they laughed and they just throw them away. Like it's their wheat penny over there. It's crazy.
Yeah, that was like me when I went to the Netherlands. You know, I was finding these pennies, these old cents, you know, the lion cent and some even older. And they're like, oh, you know, they didn't want them, you know.
Yeah, but over here,
so
you find a kg like it's the greatest thing in the world because it's
pretty
old
exactly.
over this area. But over there, yeah,
right.
Nope, junk. Just throw it away. No.
Yeah. If you're going to throw it away, can you just put a bag together for me? I'll take it home.
I'll be glad to take that one home.
Yeah.
They actually did let us take quite a bit of stuff home. I mean, we the last few we were on, we dug a lot of colonial stuff, believe it or not, a lot of colonial buttons. Teresa actually dug a silver quarter. Over in England, she dug a silver quarter.
A U.S. quarter?
Yep. Yeah, we started hitting like a colonial. I guess I dug a military button. I think it was an old military installation, part of it where we were. So a lot of the stuff that we were digging was U.S. stuff, but it was so funny that she dug a silver quarter over there. I was cracking up. Like, of course you did.
She's lucky like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking like an actual early, like in a newer quarter.
1940 war quarter.
Gotcha.
She dug over there. Yeah.
Wow, that's too funny. Oh, man. Wonder who the person that was lost at over there, what they were doing.
I don't know. I dug quite a bit of buttons in that same field, like crazy buttons. You know, newer stuff, not older stuff, colonial, like U.S. colonial stuff.
It's awesome.
Mm. Yeah.
Awesome.
I would be excited, though, still. I know it's just a silver quarter, but silver, you know, that's like when we were detecting this field with Amanda over there in Maine, and she dug a mercury dime, I think, that day. Or was it a Rosie? I can't remember.
It was a mercury
dime.
In a field of 1800s and early late 17s. Like,
Jackie's over there digging trimes and seeded. And, and I didn't even find the silver, I don't think. And, yeah, funny.
So
I actually came back with a button too that I didn't know what it was, and I cleaned it up when I got home, and I sent it to the guy who, the archaeologist there, and it's an early King George II Militia Army button that I found over there too. It's kind of cool. Yeah, tiny little thing.
So for our listeners who don't know you, how can they find you on the different social media platforms?
Oh, well, I just recently did a YouTube. I was never a YouTuber, so I figured I would try YouTube out. So that's something new. Everything is Hollywood Joe. I mean, Instagram is Hollywood Joe, my TikTok is Hollywood Joe, and my YouTube is Hollywood Joe. I'm a big TikToker. I love TikTok. I know a lot of people are a big fan, but I love TikTok.
I love it too.
It's a lot of fun.
And talk about a big TikToker, that's Amanda. Got some really
the cool thing about
cool
TikTok is that we have our little tight-knit community here in the United States. I've met a ton of people overseas through TikTok who, Russia and Germany and England and all kinds of people I communicate with and chat with through TikTok, which is pretty amazing.
Right. That's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. But
Now
yeah, I'm addicted to TikTok.
I watch you on TikTok and YouTube. I check out. You've got some shorts that I think you know. It's funny. Sometimes I'll catch it on TikTok. Other times I'll